guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video I thought I'd basically just vlog a few days of my life whilst I'm now back at uni. I've got to get back into the flow of doing some studying. I need to start my essays. I've got 3 exams coming up whilst I'm back, and then I'm done with uni for year 2 before I then start my placement. So yeah, I got back on Saturday. Today is Tuesday and it's my last month here. I've got exactly a month today. So yeah, I'm kind of just getting back into the swing of things. Yesterday I actually went into town. I wanted to go have a wander around and I needed to do a big food shop. So that was kind of yesterday. I'll show you guys what I bought because I did end up buying a new book. But yeah, the main aim for me over the next few days is to get back into studying, get back into uni work, start my essays because one is due next week. So that is my main focus for this week and I'll bring you guys along with everything. Also, you might be slightly confused about the background. Obviously I have filmed here at uni. However, after 6 months I swapped rooms with one of my housemates, so I've been in this new room since February. I'll give you guys a little room tour, although it's pretty messy right now and it feels quite cluttered. I definitely need to do a charity shop donation before I move back home, but I'll show you guys the room I'm in for the next month, just so you know the background a bit better. So today is where I'm properly starting my revision. Today I'm just going to work from home. However, later on in the week I'm definitely going to go to a few coffee shops. I'm going to go to campus and use the library and maybe meet a friend there as well. But today is just going to be a work from home day. This morning I've already done quite a bit. I actually went on a run. I'm trying to get back into running, so I did that. I also did my laundry and yeah, just done a bit of planning for the week. It's now the afternoon, so I need to get started with my revision. I'm going to make a nice coffee before I start and I'm going to show you guys how I've been doing it recently. I actually got a new coffee jar yesterday, but I've been doing a slightly different recipe whilst being back at home because obviously I didn't have my coffee machine, and it's been tasting really good, so I'm going to do that today and I'll show you guys how I do it. But yeah, I think this is just going to be a nice chill video. I'm going to vlog the next few days. I'm not sure how much I'm going to vlog, we'll see where it takes me. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to show you guys my room now and then I'll show you guys what I got yesterday, and then we can actually get started with some revision. I know in the last clip my room looked very empty. There was literally just 2 walls behind me, but most of the decor is on the other side. So this is my door. You then come round. You have my bedside table. So then moving along, this room comes with a chest of drawers because the wardrobe is a lot smaller. This is what it looks like on top. I know everything is quite cluttered. Obviously in the other room it didn't look as bad because it was a lot bigger. This room's a lot smaller, so everything looks a bit more cluttered. This is the stuff I'm going to show you guys in the haul, so just ignore that, but this is what the chest of drawers on top looks like. And yeah, this is the chest of drawers. Then go up and I've got a shelf above. Again, I'm sorry, it looks really cluttered. So from the chest of drawers you have my wardrobe. As you can see, it is quite small. I'm not going to show inside because it's an absolute mess, but that is the wardrobe. You then move along round and we have the bed, and then next to that we have the windowsill. So obviously as you can see I've still got the nice view, and this is what's on my shelf. I've got a little getting ready area, my laptop. But yeah, this is probably my favourite area. I love sitting here to get ready. We have these shelves which honestly I've just chucked anything on. They were good to have in the other room, not so much in this one because they just don't fit anywhere, so I've just kind of shoved them in the corner. These are mine which I brought with, so when I go back home I'll definitely style them a bit better. Next to that we have my desk, and then moving along we have my laundry baskets, and then we're back to the door again. So yeah, that is my room. As you can probably tell, it is quite small. However, it does the job, and you'll see it now in the background of a few of my videos that I film in my last month here. So that is where I am. I'm going to show you guys now what I got yesterday in town. I only picked up a few little bits. The main purpose of going into town was to get my book because I don't have anything to read. I finished my last book. It was actually really nice to look in Waterstones. The one in Brighton has like 5 floors, so you can be there for ages. I was going to buy 2 books, however I couldn't decide on a second one, so I just got one for now. The book I got is called Real Americans. But yeah, obviously I've got a lot more time now. I've finished uni, I finished all my classes and all my lectures. I'm only back here now to prepare for my exams and write my essays. I've got a lot more time to do reading and other hobbies. I'll show you guys the back and you can hold to read it if you want. But yeah, I thought it sounded really interesting, so I'm excited to read that. Also in town I picked up my little coffee jar. The reason I got a jar is because I've been following like TikTok coffee recipes and they all seem to use a jar. Obviously it makes it look more aesthetic. There's no like reason to actually buy the jar, but it was pretty cheap. It was only like £2 and it does make my coffees look a lot nicer. I used it yesterday, so I got that. I'll show you guys that when I go make my coffee downstairs. I also then went into Primark and I picked up 2 vests. It's obviously been really warm the last few weeks and I didn't really have any vest tops whilst being at home, so I thought I'd buy some here and obviously I can wear them more over the summer. So I just got this green one and then I got a grey one as well. These are obviously quite cheap. They're only like £2 each. The last thing I got, I went into Oliver Bonus and they were having a sale of like my favourite scent of perfume, but the perfume scent they also do in a hand cream and a body lotion, so I got the set of 2 hand creams. This is the box. I love the packaging of everything. So this is the one I like, the one I have the perfume of. Then it also came with this other one which is in this scent. So yeah, that is everything. I'm going to head downstairs now and then I'm going to come up to my room. I'm going to put my laptop on my windowsill because I like doing that, and then I can look out, and then we'll start with my essay for today. Okay, I'm downstairs. This is everything I use, and I know this is a bit excessive, but I do use this all every day. So first we have my coffee jar. I really like this, and I've got a thing of like my glass straws, and then what I think makes it good is putting the espresso in a separate glass. This is my little espresso shot. This is my coffee jar, and here I've emptied all the coffee granules. I also keep a spoon in here to scoop it out. I normally do 2 scoops. It's running pretty low, but that is the coffee in there. I've got my tray of ice. I need to get the milk out the fridge. The secret ingredient which I found down makes it really nice, which I discovered over Easter is having golden syrup in the espresso. So I put the espresso in here, like 2 scoops, then I put a bit of golden syrup, and putting it in with the espresso before pouring some hot water over it makes it melt really easily. So it's now Wednesday. As you saw yesterday, I got started on my essay planning. I didn't film too much. I managed to make a few notes of things I want to include in my essay. However, today is where I'm really going to start. As you've seen this morning, I've packed my bag, so I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm actually going to campus today, to the library or maybe to a coffee shop on campus. I'm going to meet my friend there, which is nice. I think we'll probably spend the whole day there just because I want to get a lot done today. I've also made a pasta salad for my lunch. I had it last night for dinner and I've made more for lunch, so I need to get that out the fridge and put that in my bag. Yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much ready to leave. And yeah, this is the bag I'm using today. I normally use a different one for uni, but I've decided to go with this red one today. So yeah, I'm going to walk down to the bus stop, and yeah, hopefully it's a really productive day today. As you can see, I'm now back in my room. I got back about 10 minutes ago. Me and my friend Sophia literally spent the whole day on campus. We got there at 10 and it's now about 5:30. It was a really good productive day. We ended up moving around a few different times. Like, we started off at a cafe on campus, then we went to like this little library section, so it was really nice. I started the day by making a really big plan of everything that I want to include in my essay, and I prefer doing that on a notebook. So yeah, I did about 4 different pages of a good plan, which pretty much took me all morning, so I did all of that. And then in the afternoon I moved to my laptop and actually started the question. But yeah, I definitely made a really good start on it today. I'm happy with how I did. But yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs now and make dinner. So it's now Thursday. It's already about 12:30 because this morning I actually had a meeting for my placement. I've got a few more meetings coming up over the next few weeks, which is all really exciting. So I had that this morning. But yeah, I've pretty much gotten ready now and I'm ready to go out for the day and start my uni work for today. I've already had lunch and I made a coffee here, so I save a bit of money when I go out. But today I'm actually going to go to Hove. I'm going to get the bus there. The reason I'm going to Hove is because there is a Gales there. Also, Hove is really pretty and I don't go too much, so I thought it'd be nice to switch it up. So I'm going to go there. But the reason I'm going to Gales is because I have a free like birthday token to use. The birthday token gets you a free pastry, so I'm going to use that and then stay in Gales for a few hours and do my uni work. And I might possibly have a wander around afterwards. I also need to go to Waitrose because there's a specific type of coffee I like from there. I'm hoping to write at least 2 more paragraphs today, hopefully get to about 500-600 words. That's the aim at least, but I'll let you guys know how I get on. But yeah, again, it's a nice sunny day today, so I'm looking forward to going out. I also ended up starting this book last night, the one which I bought the other day, and so far I'm really liking it. I'm on chapter 3 now. It's also one of those really nice like floppy books, so it's really easy to read. So yeah, I'm gonna head out now. now the next day. I didn't film anything else after I went to Gales. I ended up doing a little food shop, came back, didn't really do much else the rest of the evening. However, I did want to show you guys something that I bought yesterday. So obviously I think I said at some point in this video that I really like the Waitrose coffee, so I had to go to Waitrose. And this Waitrose for some reason had like a really good like gifting section, and I saw this and it just really stood out to me, I guess. So it's an Estella Bartlett, which is obviously a really good jewellery brand. It is a bracelet from them, and normally they're quite expensive, but this whole gift section was like discounted, so I think I got like £6 off. This was the bracelet I got. I think it's so pretty. The back has a really lovely clasp as well. As you can see, it's got loads of different like gemstones. I feel like all the colours really complement each other, and I really love this style of bracelet. Like, I've got quite a few that will really go well with this. I love like the different like gemstones and beads. However, the main reason I really loved it is because, as you can see on the top, it says live as you dream, and I kind of wanted to get it as a little like sentiment, a gift to myself for getting my dream placement. I've obviously spoken about this a few times now, but I'm going on my marketing placement at a real dream company, and I'm super excited to start. I've actually had a few meetings with them this week just to go through a few things. I've spoken to a few of the other interns. I'm super excited, so I thought this bracelet was like a nice sentiment to get. A lot of my bracelets and jewellery have like some kind of meaning to them, so I really loved the little quote at the top, so I'm definitely going to keep this card as well. And it's a nice like achievement thing to look back on. So yeah, that was my little gift to myself for getting this intern role, and yeah, I can't wait to start in the summer. So it's been a few days since I've caught up with the vlog. I really just had to take a few days out to do like full-on study days. Like Monday I was in the library from 10 till I think 8. Obviously I had breaks in between, and I was with my friends, so we like went for dinner and stuff on campus. But it was a real big study day, just locking in, getting our work done. So I had a few days like that where it wasn't really interesting to film. I was just in the library sat in the same spot. But yeah, it's now Wednesday. But yeah, I'm vlogging again today because I've got a really exciting day actually. Today I'm going to a really nice cafe in Brighton, and I'm meeting my friend Charley there. Me and Charley have been friends for ages through YouTube. We've known each other since like probably 2019. Yeah, we've been friends for a while, but we'd never actually met. But this year Charley started studying at Brighton University, which is obviously really near Sussex. So we met up for the first time in December, and today we're meeting again. We're going to go to this cafe called the Garden Cafe. We're going to bring our laptops, so we need to do some studying, and I need to finish my essay, but it'll also be really nice just to catch up. And I think she's going to vlog as well, so it'll be really nice. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I've actually been to the Garden Cafe before. I went last year, and there's like a nice area outside we'll probably sit. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going. It's now the next day. Today's the day I'm finally submitting my assignment, which I've been working on all week. Yesterday after I went for coffee with Charley at the really lovely Garden Cafe, we left at about 1ish, and I thought I'd stay in town and I'd use the public library in Brighton just so that I could really focus and finish off the last few bits I had to do for my essay. So yeah, I had to get the word count down because I was so over the word count. To begin with, I was like 1,000 words over, and then by yesterday I think I was like 400 words over. And then I came back to the house, and me and my housemates actually went out and we got slushies. It was a really hot day yesterday, as you probably saw from a few clips. It was really sunny, so we got some slushies, we all sat in the garden, and I finished off my essay there. So today is the day I'm submitting it this morning. I'm really pleased to have it done. Once I've submitted it this morning, I'm going to take the rest of the day just to chill, do some editing and other things I've been putting off the last week. However, I do still have 2 more exams next week. I'm going to think about them tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to submit my assignment, but I also think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I've honestly gone to so many different cafes, been to the library so many times. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.